Italia, the Glass Spider Tour. David Bowie!
Ronnie and Bowie. 1987 has seen yet another David Bowie tour, the Glass Spider Tour. I mean, this album, Bowie says, you know, is kind of going back a bit in time, like a kind of raunchy rock to the kind of Ziggy days when he used to play with Mick Ronson and all of that. I mean, do you remember those days, the Ziggy days? And...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of Bowie in those days? A kind of bit of glam rock and all of that.
Yeah. I used to live just up the road in Lower Sloane Street just before those days when I... He used to rent, this is a true story, he used to rent cars, limos and that, in those days, because he used to work out the same accountancy office as we did. Same bookkeepers and all that. And he used to rent cars all around town and book them as Mick Jagger. For about a year. And it wasn't till the end of the year when we got all the you know, accounts.
Bills, yeah.
We found all these enormous sort of bills for limousines. It was him.
Because he went over, I mean, after the Ziggy bit, he went over to the States and he did this album, Young Americans, got into soul. And he was one of the...
Philadelphia, didn't he?
Yeah, that old sound going.
Yeah, he had those great singles off those albums. Some great singles. He did Diamond Dogs. He did all those albums. They're all good albums. I've got all of them. He's built up a big enough backlog of those historic change albums in the rock world, and yeah, you can never shake it. It'll always be popular. You get forgiven for a duff one, don't you?
And this time he's taken on an old mate of his as a guitarist, Peter Frampton.
Frampers, yeah. Good mate of Bill's. Well, Bowie comes from Beckenham, South London, see, and I lived there, and Frampton lived there, and Kate Bush, all those people came from that area, so it's a little bit of a cult there.
So do I.
Yeah. And when I was first in the Stones, Pete Frampton used to come up my house with his guitar when he was 13, 14, and so, can I play, you know, can we play together and all that sort of thing, you know, and I just used to sit him down and sort of treat him like a little kid next door, you know, and give him a pair of boots, you know. Everybody wanted the Beatle boots in those days, and do lots of things like that. So he became a good mate, and then I was the first guy. Used to take him up to London and take him to one of the clubs, you know, and then get him on the train to get him home in time for his mum and dad, you know. You can take him, Bill, but he's got to be home by 11. And don't get him with any of them naughty girls up there. Great guitar player, isn't he? In that very melodic way. Yeah, and it's like a Mick Taylor sort of... Yeah, an excellent move of David's to recruit him, you know. You always end up having a good laugh with Bowie, don't you? Oh, always. For a couple of nights or whatever, don't you? He just turned up at my birthday party in Milano, and he came in, everybody went crazy, and he did an about turn and left. I went out to see him in the car, and he went, "Sorry, man." I said, "Don't worry about it, David, it's your fault for being so bloody famous." Right, so, David, you used to live here, didn't you?
Yes, of course I did, many years ago.
In Rome, though?
Yes.
About 10 years ago, somebody told me.
No, I never lived here.
No?
No.
I thought you had a caravan.
First time. Apart from last year, it's the first time I've ever really been here.
No, it's Florence, yeah.
Yeah, no, Italy, I mean.
Really?
Yeah,
oh.
I don't...
So that was a stupid story for us.
I like Florence. I like Florence. I don't know, you haven't got a chance to get around much yet.
No, I wanted to go to...
Well, I've
seen where you went today.
I've seen 2 of the 3 Davids.
Yeah.
And
that's my middle name as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mine's Robert.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's my first name.
It's not. We saw a bad statue of Neptune and a very good one of who was it? Oh, the rape of the Sabine women. Oh, that was very good.
Oh, right. I think I've seen that.
And I saw Johnny Hallyday concert on television last night.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Because they don't have piped in here, do they?
It was a big hand and it came out like that. And it opened up like that.
Johnny!
It was in the hand. It's very good, I thought. Very brave of him. And he held on to a rod so he wouldn't fall over. But he was very good.
I used to hold on to one of them, but he fell over. Is it more rock and roll then, this tour?
I'm not really sure. It's gone all performance art now. It started off rock and roll, and then I got carried away with the visuals. And I've put in all kinds of unconscious images and things.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice. It's not an easy show to follow at all. I mean, it's quite. I think the audience have to work quite hard, actually. It's not a big hits. There's no big hits. It's
Well, I
five.
saw you last tour.
5 big hits.
Yeah, that's good enough,
Well,
isn't it?
2 big hits and 3 middling hits. And then the rest are all obscure numbers from albums past and present.
Ah, you think they're obscure then?
Well, they are quite obscure, yeah. I didn't know the lyrics till we started. And
Well, that does you good though, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Start swatting up.
Well, it's been good fun because the idea was to put the songs together to form a feeling throughout the show rather than just try and sort of perform big hits, you know.
Right.
So I chose the songs to suit the show rather than the show to suit the songs.
That's right.
Sort of.
Prince had a bit of that going. I was very impressed.
I saw that concert he did at Madison Square Garden last year when he was just doing a mini tour.
Right, but now he's got a new band.
Yeah.
And it's much better.
Yeah. Is he still riffing? Because he was doing a lot of jamming on like James Brown style riffs and just
Yeah, but
letting
now
it
it's
go
gone
for,
even
like,
jazzier
15.
now.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like? What's it look like?
It looks great. It's very Broadway. Which
Is it
was his
really?
intention.
Yeah.
And then you bring it off, you know,
Yeah.
it's all kind of people skidding across the stage in
That.
overcoats and stuff, yeah.
Oh, great.
But it's great,
Yeah.
And what about Peter and Carlos? They're working well together?
They're working very well together, yeah.
Yeah.
Peter's coming very much into his own, and Carlos, of course, is still
Great, I just saw Peter
rampant.
outside. Yeah, rampant.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
And
saw
we-
Carmine just now.
And we got Richard Cottle on one set of keyboards. You know Richard? From England.
I know his work, but I don't know him personally.
And Turkish guy, Erdal Kazilke, on
what?
everything. He plays violin on this,
great.
congas, trumpet, keyboards,
Great.
trumpet.
Again, yeah.
And Alan Child, who used to work with Julian Lennon.
Oh, wow.
And then Carmine on bass guitar. And then I've got a bunch of dancers with me. Well, they're sort of dancer actors. It falls
Yeah.
somewhere between the two in this show.
That's nice, isn't
I
it?
hope you enjoy it.
I know, I can't wait to see it.
Being an artist, you'll like her visuals a lot.
Right.
Lot. Beautiful lighting. You know Alan's lighting, anyway. Alan Brown.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it's all atmospheric and ambient rather than lots of white
Right.
lights going like that. It's like we're lighting areas of the stage, not the
Great.
whole thing at once.
I've got an exhibition coming up in September.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Where?
At Christie's.
No.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Featuring a portrait of you, of course.
Oh.
No, but I said, I'll put in my book, next time, this one doesn't do much justice. I said, I've done one much better.
Oh,
No, but
that's good. How did that come about?
well, they asked me, they wanted 6 images.
Yeah.
Which is great. They usually only want 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And they wanted 6 where they can make limited editions.
Do they want music images or?
Yeah, they like my line.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what I do as long as the line.
Oh,
How's your art?
I haven't done very much. I was going to do a Christmas card for the Save the Children Fund, I think.
I'm going to do that.
You're going to do that one too?
Yeah.
Great.
Good. All right.
Yeah, well, I'll
So-
send you yours. You send me...
We'll let Patty know about
I'll send
that
you
one.
yours. You send me mine.